Here we go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Radiance Originals channel. It's been a long time, but trust, there are reasons for that. We are back on the roundup, and once again, unfortunately, Clover has the hantavirus and unfortunately will not be here for filming. So I will be taking over. That being said, this episode is a very, very special one, not just because I'm here, but because we have not one, but two guests this episode. Now, we have our first guest coming on. It is the queen of the alliance making and your favorite Wiccan. It's Dia. Dia, come on out, sister.
Hey Indigo.
Hi, Dia. Come sit down. Oh, we'll get into that in a second. Come sit down.
Cool.
Okay, well, Dia, we talked a little bit off camera, but tell the fans what you've been up to since season 2.
Of course. So I've just returned from traveling in Asia. It was gorgeous. I highly recommend it. And obviously working.
You know, Dia, the queen of work. You know, never unemployed final boss. Well, that is great to hear, Dia. I'm so happy that you were able to travel, do some work, get your money up. But today we are getting into all things that are Dia the Wiccan. Are you excited?
A little bit.
That was okay. You know what? Let's try that again. Dia, are you excited?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Perfect. Okay, well, Dia, first off, I want to start off on your kind of introductory into the season. So, how are you feeling with this kind of new group, such big personalities, and also coming from season 1, which I know you watched, what were you expecting coming into the season, especially being a cast member?
Yeah, so coming in, I was a little intimidated because obviously I'm not naturally the loudest person. I need to get comfortable first, like with people, and then I'll be a loud bitch. During the first session, I was a bit quieter because I was scared of like everyone else. But as the season went on, I felt much more comfortable. And yeah, it felt more natural to just scream instead of being quiet.
Which you definitely did, and I'm proud that you did because I think this season, you know, I think you are definitely one of the more memorable characters coming from season 2. I think the fans really gravitated towards you, which is also why I want to get on to, I think episodes 1 and 2, like you said, you were a bit more quiet, you were a bit more in the background, but quickly, I think you became a fan favorite after episode 3's Death Challenge with Gigi. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the fans like gravitated towards you so much?
I think because, one, it was kind of unexpected. Like, I only had one vote from a bitch. I guess the death challenge, I think it was an exciting death challenge, because I was, like, destroying Gigi. And then Gigi won all the luck, like, the luck community things.
Yes.
So it was like, I guess it was a nail-biter, let's say. And, like, obviously you want to root for the underdog. And I felt like the underdog in the moment. And then when I came back, it wasn't a huge celebration. It was a bit quiet, so maybe people felt bad for me.
Yeah, I think that this season, you know, early on, you kind of weren't a character that was sticking out like a sore thumb. It was quite an unexpected duo going into the challenge. Obviously, we know that Gigi did vote herself. But with you, it was quite unexpected because I don't think you did anything wrong. But in the words of Gabby Hanna, you didn't do anything wrong, but you didn't do anything right. So I think the fans were probably just a bit conflicted on why you were going in so early. But honestly, I think that was the best thing for you because coming out of it, you became like a fan favorite very quick.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, I do think, even though obviously you don't want to be in a death challenge, it helped get my screen time up.
I definitely think you needed that at some point, but I think you made up for that in the confessionals too because I'm not gonna lie, you became quite the meme in our server and also through the edit this season. I feel like you had a couple moments in the confessionals where you made us laugh.
What was the temperature in the east?
You seem really certain on
for the
more.
temperature in the east. I'm assuming maybe the heat wave was going in the east.
So maybe it's a mid.
So I think 92 maybe. Just
92.
So A and C.
Grupe Dulce Maria the third.
My name's just Dia. Check.
You are finished.
Oh my god, fuck, oh my god.
1 point.
Like, I think you are just such a funny character, but I don't know if that's something that you intentionally do, or this is something that just comes natural to you. Like, explain that a bit more. Like, when did you kind of figure out you were so, like, funny and off the cuff?
Oh, well, I didn't even realize that, so thank you so much for telling me.
Of course.
But I do think most of the time it is just, like, I don't intend to be funny, but there are, like, some scenarios where I do intend to be funny.
Perfect. That could have been an email.
That was so bad. Sometimes I don't intend to be funny, but sometimes I do.
That was the best answer you could have given. Thank you so much,
That was the
Dia.
driest shit in the world.
No, but I definitely think you aren't someone that we casted thinking that you were someone that was gonna like charm the socks off people and also make us laugh as much as you did. But
Aww.
I think it is a thing of like also you were under so much pressure. It was such a like crazy environment. Everything was moving so fast. I assume maybe that's a little bit why you were like kind of spewing out shit that I feel like, you know, came off like easily and off the cuff for you. And I think that was probably the most fun we had on set was just taking a step back and hearing what you had to say and just all the crazy shit that would come out of your mouth. Like, I don't think half of it made sense, but I think that's what made it so fun.
I do think
yeah.
I'm not the best at, not very articulate, which sometimes I struggle to put like a sentence together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So half the time I do say a bunch of dumb shit, which I guess people can find funny.
But Dia, let's get into, I think, you know, obviously we're talking about your trajectory kind of early on. Now we're kind of getting into the point where I think you become like a really big pivotal character in the series where by episode 5's talent show, you end up having this kind of feud with Kimmy specifically, which obviously because Kimmy and Nebula are really close and Abby too, they kind of hop on it and you all of a sudden become almost a target and someone that, you know, is getting in all these arguments and fights over specifically the placement of the talent show. Well, first of all, tell me, you know, do you still stand by that you beat Kimmy in the talent show? And how was that fight with Kimmy in the moment? How are you feeling?
I honestly do, because I was like, if I wasn't intending to make it like a comedy performance, like funny, obviously I wouldn't, but that was my main intent. My main intent was to be shit and make people laugh, and that's literally all I could hear is everyone's laughter. So I think I did pretty well in that department. Obviously Nebula's rap was great, deserving first place.
Yeah.
But I do think it was a comedy performance and people laughed. Because comedy and singing, they're both talents. You can't, it's hard to like compare them next to each other, but if more people laughed, then people enjoyed Kimmy's performance, then I guess it's a higher placing act.
Oh, you hear that, Kimmy? Be Dia's ass in the comments below. Just kidding. No, I definitely think, you know, through discussion and stuff, I think you definitely just, you know, I think, like you said, hearing the crowd's reception of like your performance, everyone in that room was laughing. I didn't hear one person not laughing, even Kimmy. Kimmy was still breaking her shit laughing. So that being said, I think moving forward, I mean, later on in the season, this kind of feud went on until basically your death. How did that feel, especially when all your allies were kind of getting picked off one by one? Because that episode, you did lose someone I think that you believe to be very close to you, which is Chaunch. How did it feel moving forward, knowing that the power kind of lied in the hands of people like Kimmy and Nebula, and you were at the odd?
Yeah. So it did suck. I knew having Chaunch there, I had someone like I could talk about like the game with, without like it being leaked or like other people coming to me screaming because I said that to someone. And it's nice to have a number, but it's also nice, love Chaunch, but I do think they wanted Chaunch dead more than me, so it was kind of like a shield scenario.
I want to get into, before we get into like the big stuff, let's quickly just take a stop and let's look at your outfit, because I definitely think, let's move over to her, let's take a look at Miss Wiccan's outfit right now. This is definitely one of the strongest outfits I think our series has seen. But no, I made this outfit. I was really proud of it. I thought
you
fit.
made it?
I did. I'm
it's
guilty.
just-
But no, I think this outfit definitely. What did you feel like? Do you think it suit you? Did you think this was an outfit that you saw yourself wearing? Was this kind of up your alley? Because if the fans don't know, we kind of take the vibe of your avatar already and then construct something also based off your role. We kind of just try to make it as accurate to the role and also the person as possible. So going off that, did you see this being something you would have worn?
Yeah, honestly, I did. I wouldn't normally go for like green hair, but as you said at the time, my avatar did have green hair for some reason. But the outfit pulls it off. Like, it's a great outfit, and when I saw it, I was like, this is amazing. Like, I'm glad this is my like role and shit. And then when I saw everyone else's, I'm like, oh, I got the outfit this season.
Oh, okay. She feels real confident in her outfit. I mean, you should be though. It is quite a great outfit. Okay, well, let's get into the big stuff, Dia. So, obviously, let's skip episode 6. We kind of know what happens. You do the whole UFO bullshit, and someone comes back. You know, whatever. But episode 7, which in my opinion is one of the best episodes to come from our show ever, because of how the episode was formatted, the tasks, the challenges, the storyline, and then of course the drama and the deaths. So going into this episode, how did you feel like your chances were? Did you feel like you were someone that at this point you've made it so far, Elijah's come back in the picture, did you see your chances of getting out slimming? Or did you still feel like you had a chance?
No, well, I didn't think I had some hope, but it was looking pretty dim. I knew, like Elijah coming back, didn't like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Like throughout like that hour, I knew that I was probably gonna get sent into the death challenge. I was just trying to do as much as I could, and like outperform everyone. But it's kind of team challenges, so it's kind of hard to do that. As well, I was hoping to get like discussion, like proper like discussion time, like before a challenge. And we did have some discussion, but it was kind of...
Oh, there definitely was discussion. Definitely.
Yeah. It wasn't like small discussions, like one-on-ones. It was very just public. And it was a lot of screaming and words being said towards me. And like only me.
Who would you
So,
have wanted to have that like one-on-one with that you didn't feel like you had already? And like, did you feel like that would have changed your chances?
I think I should have been smarter because at this point, Kimmy, Nebula, and I guess Abby probably were like voting me no matter what. But for some reason, I thought that trying to convince Nebula would be the best thing to go after Corey. But I think what I should have done is try to convince Corey, Elijah, and Nosha that like they're a trio. If you kill me next, like you're gone, you're next. But I didn't do that, and that's what I regret. I should have done that, and then it would have been closer. It would have been like a 50-50, I guess.
Well, you know, with that strategy being said, obviously I think if you were able to convince Corey, Elijah, Nosha exactly what you just told me, I actually do think, like you said, it could have been a 50-50, and your chances of survival could have been a bit more, because I think at that point the only real like out there alliance at that point was the blondes, and everyone else was kind of playing their own game, it felt, or were on the outskirts of them, which I think this moment could have been very fun to see the power dynamic shift, but unfortunately it didn't. And now we get into the big discussion with you and Nebula. So now you go back to the group, and so does Nebula, and Nebula makes it loud and clear that everyone should be voting you this hour. How did that feel? I feel like I would shit myself, personally. I think this was such a gaggy moment, just to see someone come in and like loud and proud be like, no matter what happens, the person that y'all should be voting is Dia because of this, this, and this, and this, and this. Just explain that whole moment and how your thought process was, because it was an intense one for sure.
Yeah, I'm not the best under like a person under pressure, and when Nebula said that, like I can take on someone like in an argument, maybe even 2, maybe even 3, but let's say 6 or however many people there were. When they're all like coming for me, it's kind of hard, and obviously it's a game and I know that, and now I'm fine, but in the moment I was a bit sad,
Of course.
Overwhelmed. Kind of felt like there was literally nothing I could do. Like I knew I was gonna die, and I remember thinking, why the fuck is this the time there's a betrayal? Because I feel like I could have done pretty well at a, like if it was against someone else, I feel like I could have won.
Who do you think you could have beat at that point in time? Actually, let's talk about, because I feel like you were strong physically. Obviously, you had a challenge win, actually two to your name at that point.
Yeah.
You had also the Detonation Den. So who do you think you couldn't have beat? Basically, is what I'm asking.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it depends on the challenge. Like if it was a maths challenge, I would have done fucking shit. But I think I could have beat Elijah. Nosha, I love you, but I think I could have beat Nosha. I think I could have beat Corey. Abby. I sound super cocky, but I think I could have beat Abby. And then Nebula and Kimmy, I feel like it would have been hard, but
You had the chops, I think, to go into a challenge and potentially win. It just unfortunately, like you said, it was a betrayal. Now getting into that, I think you had quite an emotional breakdown moment in your one-on-one when you were voting and you were kind of placing your vote. How did that kind of feel? You were kind of alone in your thoughts. You were able to talk to the camera for a moment and just let out all your feelings about everyone. It must have felt just like a really devastating moment for you. I think you just shed a few tears. Talk about that a bit more.
yeah, I mean, when you're like, it was like such a different environment. Obviously, there's everyone screaming, and then you're in one-on-one and it's silent. And I guess I don't know, thinking about everyone and how they're voting me, and I thought, oh, maybe they're my good sis, and then they're not, obviously, because they want to kill me. I think that's probably what made me tear a little. It felt a bit pointless.
You go back to the group thinking that, okay, well, shit, I'm about to die. I'm about to basically be pushed in this pit. That's the end of me. This is the end of my story. It's quite humiliating, honestly. Like it felt like quite, it felt like a very vulnerable moment for you. And then this scroll pops out of the sky. This orange, beautiful scroll. I think it's, that's why it's beautiful. It's orange, because
Exactly.
that kind of thing.
And
I think I blessed you.
I
think I blessed you, Dia. You're welcome. You can thank me. My Cash App is.
I got the beautiful scroll because I'm a beautiful person. I think that's why.
No, because I'm beautiful and I gave it to you. So, if you ever want to pay me, I can give you my PayPal, that kind of thing. The rules are explained to you, and it turns out that whoever voted you are now all at risk, because whoever the ricochet bounty lands on, if it's correct and they did vote you, they're going into another death challenge right after you die. It's almost like your death wish. So, as you kind of could probably tell, everyone kind of voted you. Your odds at getting your way is very high and very likely. So how are you feeling about that?
Well, I honestly feel like great, because in my mind, everyone did vote for me. So I literally could not care if any of them went in. Like, there's some I would prefer over the others, but I wouldn't mind. But I did have people in mind. I had there's multiple possibilities I could do. I could be really mean and pick people who have kind of suffered, I guess. Picking Elijah after Elijah just got revived did cross my mind. But I am a nice person, so I didn't do that.
I don't know about that one, but you know what? It's okay. I think that, you made the right choice, but ultimately that choice then backfired on you. And
yeah, well, that's because Nebula was a fake little bitch, and for some reason picked Corey.
Yeah, I mean, the strategy, we kind of got a little flashback. We kind of saw what was going through Nebula's mind in that time, and same with Kimmy. But ultimately, it only worked for Nebula, and Nebula's off the table now, and all of a sudden, Corey pops up, and Corey and Kimmy are going against each other. So I guess you did kind of get your way in the end, I would say.
I do, I did come for Corey, kind of, I will admit, for no reason, but it was just there because his name had been said before. Yeah. So I hate to say, but I didn't really mind, and it did feel kind of nice not knowing that not everyone voted me, even if Nebula did it for strategic purposes. It did kind of feel nice not knowing that it wasn't unanimous.
Any Danganronpa fans out there, we obviously inspired our
Karumi.
Death off of Karumi, who, she's fab, and that death obviously was one of, our most fun and also one of our most dynamic and just cool to see executed. I think there's no other person that I feel like deserved such a good death than you, if that makes sense. That's not like rude, you know. I feel like, you know, you just got a really good death, and I feel like it was appropriate because, you know, you had such a good character this season. I feel like you had played, you know, maybe not well in terms of strategy, but you definitely were an amazing TV character. So once again, thank you to Jonathan for the amazing animation. Fab killed it. So let's talk about that a little bit. So Kimmy,
My voice acting.
oh, so good. The grunting, the moaning, the whining in my ear. It was amazing, dude. It was so good. Like, definitely use that as material later on. But Kimmy kicks you into the hole, and it's not your first time. So how does this feel, seeing this animation, just seeing Kimmy kick you down, and you have this whole... Honestly, I think it's one of our longest deaths. I think the longest since then was maybe like Edgar from season 1. But yeah, talk about it.
I think it's deserved. I like that I didn't just like give up. Like I tried. And then like I can't remember why I just dropped up, but real honestly, like I probably wouldn't be asked to just impale my hands with thorns for that long.
Yeah.
So.
But you got it pretty high. And honestly, in the live chat, if the fans that don't watch the episodes live, you should, because we have a live chat going and you can kind of see what everyone's thinking in the moment. There were a few people that were like, Dia might make it. Dia might get out. And
She should have.
that would have been crazy. That would have been definitely gaggy. All that for nothing would have been kind of insane. But you know what? I feel like the fans really loved you this season, and I think they had all the right to, because I mean, you played amazing. Or you didn't play amazing. Sorry, let me rephrase. Amazing, Dia.
Alright.
You okay? I've seen. You know what, Dia Lovnov? I've seen better, and that's okay. You know what?
No, I played.
But you know what, Dia? I think you played very well. Sorry, I keep saying you played very well, Dia.
That's what you truly think.
Sorry, I don't think that, Dia. Dia, you had an amazing run this season. You were very well liked from the fans, well liked by us. I think we can definitely consider you just someone that also is very just close with production. I think you ended up being just such a nice kind of in person to have like around in the environment. Like the filming sessions were very lighthearted with you, and it was very sad to see you go. But ultimately, we'll have to someday. So, you know, it was just, you know, what had to happen. But just reflecting on your journey, what would you say to little Dia? No, what would you say, just kind of to just to wrap up your entire experience? Yeah. What would you say?
I think I would try, obviously, not to talk to loads of people and stick to a small group. And that's what I would tell. I would tell myself, like, don't talk to everyone. Like, isolate yourself.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay, well, yeah. Dia is a loner. Dia is the weird girl. Dia is the... She's not like anybody else, and she wants to be alone. So...
Not like other girls.
She's not like other girls, because she's a boy. Well, Dia, it was so great having you on. Obviously, we're bringing in our next guest. Any words you want to leave for them?
I'll give a message to the fans. I appreciate your kindness, guys. It definitely helped. And it made me feel great. But Corey, you played well. No, I'm doing what you did.
You know, it sounds so... Oh, okay. Using my tactic, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were fun to play alongside with.
And perfect. And I will let Corey know. So let's say bye to the fans. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome back to the roundup. We've just had Dia, and we have our second guest coming to the studio, the tightest and shortest booty shorts in the town. It's Corey. Corey, come on in. Come sit with me.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Corey. Come take a seat. Come take a seat. Perfect. So, Corey, how have you been? It's been a long time.
I've been doing good, you know. Just finished up the first year of college.
Wow.
So,
how's that been?
It was an experience. Got to meet a lot of new people and form new adventures. So it's been a great year for me so far. How are you doing? Oh my God, it's been a while. I haven't talked to you in like a year. So
yeah, it has been a while. I've been very good. Same thing. I've also been doing university. So, you know, I'm glad that we're, you know, on the same page, still doing the same things. But yeah, I mean, today I'm so excited to talk to you about all things season 2 and get into it with you, because honestly, I feel like we haven't really gone into what Corey really thinks of the season and, you know, how you did. So I'm really excited to see, you know, what you think. So starting off, let's talk about it. I mean, Corey, you were kind of more familiar with the Minecraft scene. You know, you kind of were more on that side of things. And if I'm correct, this is your first ever Roblox ETN, correct?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. Well, I'm so glad we could pop your cherry. Well, Corey, how was that difference? You know, how was it transitioning from Minecraft to Roblox? Like, what was the kind of difference there?
You know, I've been in the Minecraft scene for like a hot minute. I know the last thing people may have saw me in is actually I won't mention said person, but other than that, I saw the applications for Radiances and I was like, you know, I'm gonna give this a shot. I love Escape the Night. It's played a big part of my life, so I wanted to see how it would translate in Roblox, and I think overall I really had a great experience. Not only meeting most of the cast members, but also working with production, and you know, it opened my eyes to other things that are also not Minecraft. So
yeah, I think for, you know, from an outside perspective, seeing how you did on this season, I actually probably wouldn't have, you know, been able to tell that this was your first Roblox ETN, because I feel like you did relatively well. Like, you were always quite consistent in the tasks, you were quite helpful. Definitely something I can remember were specifically the train station task in episode 4, I believe, in the explosive van episode. You like stormed the math in there.
You know, when it's my thing, I promise you I have my moment to shine. I know there's maybe some moments where I kind of flew under the radar, but like when I'm there front and center, like, you know it. So
of course, I mean, there are big personalities, you know. Speaking of, I mean, you knew some people like Gigi and Kimmy coming into the season. Even Elijah, how was that, you know, kind of being able to do a project with them? Like, have you done some before? Like, what was it like, you know, what were you expecting from them going into the season with them together?
You know, those are my divas. I've been talking to Kimmy for literally like years, so I was really excited to play this Escape the Night with her, including the fact that we played in many Escape the Nights before together. And she's just always a joy to be around literally every time. Gigi's just funny as fuck. I wish Gigi lasted a little bit longer, because I swear y'all did not get to see a lot of Gigi, because I promise you Gigi's just like made for the screen. And Elijah's just really great too, so it was great seeing old faces coming into this new season, and at least having some people I've known going into it, instead of it just being a bunch of people I don't know. So
on that, I mean, I never really kind of got to see exactly. I mean, also, I think on the season, it's kind of hard to tell where your mind was at times, I feel. So I wanted to kind of know, going into the season, did you have any planned alliances? Anyone that you gravitated towards immediately? Anyone that you didn't? When
it comes to just seasons in general, I kind of go into it with an open mind. Like, you know, I enter the season, I'm like, okay, I may know some people, but that's not who I want to stick with necessarily. I'm always trying to meet and see if I'm able to vibe with other people in the cast. I know one person automatically that I was able to kind of vibe with was Tris. I know outside the season we had like a lot of conversations, and I was really excited going into it to play with him, and then, you know, he ended up just getting chopped first, which was really unfortunate. But Tris was really somebody who I found a liking prior to the season. As far as alliances go, I didn't have any planned alliances. I was kind of just hoping it would maybe come along the way, but also at the same time I kind of knew some people would either slip up or just get themselves into trouble, and so I didn't have a need to be in set alliances. I just knew I could form some bits of connections that would help me just in case anything got too out of hand. So
I mean, care to name names of anyone that you thought maybe would have slipped up, or anyone that just kind of would have made going out, you're like making your job easier in that case? Who would you say?
No shade to Nebula. I felt like I think Nebula was one of those people, only because I know Nebula is always going to keep it real 100% with people.
Yeah.
And I do think some people would probably just take it the wrong way. Gigi's kind of iffy sometimes. especially maybe in the helpful department, as we saw. And I think Kimmy is also another person who also keeps it 100%. And in some past experiences, people seem to have an issue with that. So I kind of figured, those names, if anything were to happen, maybe I could just slip by a little bit. Obviously, I found out there were other people in this season that happened to be messy,
which we'll get into in just a moment. But before that, I want to know, what were maybe some of your favorite moments, or even like an episode you can remember like filming or just even seeing premiere that you like really enjoyed and you thought like, maybe the challenges were fun, or just any like fond memories you have from any of the experience?
Episode 4 is always gonna be like stuck with me from beginning to end, because that episode was just intense, like in general.
Very.
And the twist, I love me some twists, even though I got screwed by one. But twists are always fun. They shake up the game, they make it more intense, and I think that specific twist in episode 4 made for one hell of like a recording session. I mean, everybody was scared, everybody was like scheming, everybody was planning, like we were all scrambling, we didn't know what to do. We were like, okay, who's gonna go after this person and whatnot. Like, it was really fun just to see that whole thing play out. That was great. And episode 5 was also a really great one. Everybody's talents. I love seeing everybody come on the stage and see what they came and produced. That was really fun. And I do think another one is just going to be the premiere episode, because that's when everybody was together, and it was just a really great time. Really nice start to the season, if you will.
I'm glad you really liked episode 4 specifically, because actually on that, I mean, let's talk about the big kind of thing that you were the only one that didn't go in. And I want to know, like, I mean, I don't think a lot of the fans even talked about it. Was this kind of a strategic move that you felt you were doing, or was this like luck?
That was pure strategy. I did not want to participate in that challenge only because I was thinking, okay, there's no way it's gonna get that far, or is even gonna reach everybody before it kills me eventually. Like, there's no way somebody's gonna be able to do it in 1 minute. Like, I know I put myself in a risky position, but you kind of just have to think, like, okay, how long is it usually taking people? And if it's around 2 minutes, like, I should be fine regardless. Now, I could have been screwed over and been selected for the 1 minute, so I'm glad Elijah kind of just took it for the team. But strategy purposes, I didn't want to do that challenge because I know I'm not good with time. Like, puzzles I'm okay with, but when you add the fact that there's a timer, you might just start underestimating yourself, and it makes it a lot more harder than it would without one. So that was a strategy. I'm glad it worked out for me.
Well, that's very interesting. I think that was such an intense episode, and the fact you made such a lucky escape, I mean, props to you. Is there any other like moments in the season that you felt like you were kind of not credited for when it comes to strategy, or anything that you did maybe that wasn't recognized by either the other guests or maybe the fans you like to point out?
Me in particular, I am quiet, but I'm quiet on occasions where I feel like it's smart for me to be quiet. Like, I'll get in somebody's face if I really need to. But for the most part, with this season in particular, everybody was kind of all in each other's faces, and I felt like, okay, if I'm quieter, people are gonna respect that a little bit more, and people are gonna trust me, especially. Like, the moment that you are going out and going after somebody, you lose their trust. And I felt like if I did that, then I wouldn't have anybody on my side, and it'd be easier to just send me into a challenge. So staying quiet was just a smarter move. Like, if you want to make it farther, you just kind of have to sacrifice some things. And so I did that just to make sure I can manage to make it a little bit farther in the season and make more bonds.
Yeah, I mean, you did make it really far. You made it to episode 7, which was top 6, I believe. And no, it was top 7. No?
6, 7.
6, 7? Oh my god, the kids are gonna get us. Wait. What was it, 7? Am I slow?
Yeah, because...
Well, I mean, yeah, you did make it really far. You made it to episode 7, which was top 7. Obviously, Elijah just came back the episode before. Quickly on that, like, obviously, I don't think you were too close with Elijah, but I mean, being so close to someone that could have taken his spot in episode 4 in his death, how did it feel seeing Elijah's face again? Like, did that feel like familiar? Did that feel like something that maybe shouldn't have happened? Like, what were your thoughts on his comeback?
I was happy to see Elijah come back. I know it was between me and him, and at the end of the day, I wanted to survive. But I didn't even think he was meant to be in a predicament anyway, or, I mean, I don't know the whole story, but I was assuming that Elijah was going to go before some of the other people who were even going before him, which I found interesting. And Elijah was a helpful member to the team as well, so it was really nice to see him come back, and I knew that he wasn't going to be mad at me because I wasn't part of the people that wronged him. So that's just another thing, like, that was me playing it smart too. It was like, okay, well, you know, somebody from the dead's coming back. I haven't really wronged any of them except for Chance, but we weren't allowing that. So it was I was really glad to see him come back, and you know, he continued doing what he was doing beforehand. So,
and then episode 7, of course, let's get on to the big, you know, episode, which I believe, like I said with Dia earlier, that is definitely one of our best episodes, definitely one of our strongest storylines. Just the fights, the tasks, the drama, everything was just so good. And you know, I think you should be proud to, obviously it's not a good thing that you died, but I mean, you've left on such a memorable episode, and also your death too was very memorable. And like, before we get into that, let's talk about Dia kind of coming for you, which was quite unexpected, I think, coming from the group. Like, it was kind of like, I felt like in the moment, Dia needed somewhere to point fingers, and that happened to be you. How did it feel just to be kind of called out in that moment where everyone was around and you're being called, you know, useless and, you know, not helpful? How did that feel?
okay, here's a little think piece because I've been sitting on that for a while. I think it was a last-ditch effort to stay, which, I mean, I'll respect. Like, in the moment, I was upset. Obviously, anybody would be upset if you're getting called out. But looking back at it, I respect it because, you know, she's trying to stay in the game and everybody caught that she was running around being a little snake or whatever. So I can respect it in those aspects. However, to come for the person that, you know, was seemingly like the only person out of the group that wasn't like entirely mad. Like, I didn't really care. And I wasn't gonna vote for Dia originally that episode anyway. So I kind of wish I could go back and change my vote. But like, it wasn't like I was coming for Dia regardless, and I was confused. I was like, why? You know, you have these people who clearly don't like you, and instead of going for the people you know are not gonna even keep you around, like, okay, let's say I die. What are you gonna do the next episode? You're just gonna get voted in regardless, and that's really where I was confused. I think that was just strategy me coming out. I was like, okay, come for me all you want, but you know, I'm close with these people now, so you know, if you come for me, you're just screwing yourself even further. It would have just been better if Dia just, you know, stayed going after the people that were coming for her directly, and trying to repair those relationships on the side that she had sort of messed up. Like, I know Nosha was one of those people, and I think that it was possible for them to get back on track. And I guess more tea that people didn't know is that I was asked by Dia to be in alliance with her and Chance in episode 3, which is why anything after that made literally no sense. And while I was confused during episode 3 when they voted for me, I was like, that's not adding up. You just asked me while we were in the group challenge if you wanted to be in alliance, and I said yes.
Messy.
I think I got snaked for pretty much no reason.
Evidently, she has to go. She gets voted in, or she gets voted, period, and now she's going to die. And at this point, you think you're all safe. You think you're all just going to push Dia down this hole. You're done. Get out of there. Go back to the real world. You know, continue on. But then, Dia all of a sudden has this power, the ricochet bounty. So before anything, we kind of get into specifically how that affected you. What did you kind of take from this new bounty that was added to the game? Like, you've never heard anything of this ricochet bounty. Just what were you expecting?
I had no clue what to expect from the ricochet bounty. And I knew it was gonna have to do with somebody who was legit about to die. And while I appreciate twists, like, they also, like, I've been fucked over by many twists, and I was just like, I really hope this does not end up screwing me over. And well, as we see
there we are. Well, okay, obviously, what happens. Nebula and Kimmy get pulled out of the ricochet bounty. but Nebula gets put back down because he didn't end up actually voting for Dia. He voted for you. So how did that feel, first of all, to have a vote on you by Nebula?
I want to be upset, but at the same time, I literally was not going to vote for Dia. I think in the moment, I was like, my gut was telling me vote for Nosha, because that's what I was going to do originally. I was voting for Nosha before the whole situation went down. Even when going up there, I was still thinking about for Nosha, but like last second, I was like, you know what, let me vote for Dia, because maybe Dia might have changed some people's mind. But besides that, Nebula's a little fake for voting for me. Especially after calling Dia out, like we weren't standing on business, so that's a little annoying, but it's okay.
It's noted. Nebula, y'all can fight in the comments.
She didn't know she was gonna play. They were gonna play in her face.
Yeah, and then your face comes up, and it's revealed that you're going into the challenge with Kimmy. And like we talked earlier, obviously Kimmy is someone that you've known for quite some time. Was this something you were expecting? How does it feel to go against someone that you consider very close to you?
Based off of the twist, I knew that was gonna happen because Kimmy was one of the people coming after Dia, so it just made sense. Besides that, it sucked going against Kimmy because obviously we're friends and have been friends for a long time, and plus I know how good Vivi's at challenges. She was like the last person out of the entire cast I was trying to go into challenge against, because I did feel pretty confident against a lot of the other people that were there, and I think getting Kimmy, I was like, okay, wait, I'm gonna have to really lock in for this one.
Well, then you're in the challenge with Kimmy. In the challenge, though, you are actually killing it. Like you're taking over. You know, you're a few points ahead of Kimmy. How did this feel, going against such a comp beast in your mind, actually maybe beating them?
It felt damn good. I'll tell you that. I was living for it. I remember like Kimmy was asking me how many I had. I don't know. I had like 2, maybe 3. And she had she had one below me, and I was like, okay, I'm in the lead. Like usually when you don't know how many your opponent has, you're trying to make sure you don't make any errors. But considering I was in the lead, I was like, okay, I can slow down just a tiny bit, make sure that I'm on the right track. Because I know if I get too cocky, then I'm gonna just like continue to speed through everything and be wrong. So knowing that, I thought I was in a great position.
Well, unfortunately you weren't, and Kimmy overtakes you, and you are the loser of the challenge, and you're about to die. How did that feel, just to lose and not be able to continue on the competition anymore?
I don't like losing, so it's like that.
Me neither, girl.
I was in such a good position, and then I got up to the boxes. I couldn't do the boxes, and then the counting fucked me up. I mean, I had like 4 objects, and the last one just threw my head for a whirl, and I think I undercounted. But the losing side of it sucked because I wasn't originally supposed to be there. And I just got fucked over by a twist. I could at least say I never got voted in. So I'm proud of that at least. But it does suck to go home on something that is kind of a rare occurrence. Like you're not usually supposed to go home by these type of things, but it's the game. So yeah, it was fun. Fun while lasting. I wish I didn't die there and make it a little bit farther, but I'll take 6th place.
Exactly, 6th place. Listen, that's that. And on season 2 as well, a season of like competitors and drama and everything, I think you did pretty well, Corey. I think you should be very proud of yourself. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Anything else you want to say to the fans before we go?
Thanks for everybody that tuned in, and I appreciate the people who stuck with me throughout the entire season. I know it wasn't many people's favorites, but a king tried his best. So
right, listen, we love Corey here. So do you want to say bye with me? You ready? 3,
Till the windows crack, I'll be bumping that.
1.
No, never go home, don't sleep, don't eat.
Bye.